all the people who are compared with each other, maybe today Sachin Tendulkar, whenever he pick up the newspaper, first thing he will see in Zaman what he did that. So is that a rival, or it's just you can say, well, that's
A particular
interest about the players. So my interest was suddenly there to how Imran bowled, how many wickets he's taken, and next time I go to the ground, I want to play better than him. So you may say no today, but I think it was always there in every cricketer, every sportsman's mind.
So you did take it seriously.
Or seriously in a sense to see, I don't want to, if I'm compete, I like to be #1 in the world. So you always notice and you want to play better than other person.
All right, let's switch gears. Sledging. Now, sledging has been around, they say, as long as the game has been around. In fact, sledging has been around before the game's been around. Today, there's so much scrutiny with sledging. People can lip sync exactly what the player said. There's mics in the wickets, so the wicket keeper can't really mess around with the batsman. But how was sledging in those days, especially in the India-Pakistan context?
I think, yes, well, Pakistan cricketer wasn't a very straight guy, as I think.
Really?
I just put it that way, very straight, because in our sledging in India is a different kind, because there's so many different languages, so it's a very hard. So many time if I go to South, even I like to abuse, they don't understand. Even same thing happens sometime when Pakistan guys start abusing. Sometime half of the Indian player didn't understand what he's talking about because they were abusing in Punjabi.
Perhaps that's why they were abusing.
Yeah, perhaps that's why. That's why sledging is there, and I think it's getting carried away. When media is come out in such a strong, we have to be little careful. I mean, I'm not saying you don't play the game as tough as possible, but I think we cricketer have a responsibility. Let not take the game backward, rather than we should be ambassador of the game.
But in the India-Pakistan context, was sledging more intense during those days versus other countries?
Perhaps I would say, to me it was more profound in the sense I could understand what they are saying. I mean, same thing if you say in Punjabi to South Indian, it makes no difference to him because he doesn't understand so much Hindi also, forget about Punjabi. And they used to say, he's saying something I don't understand. But I think over the period of time, Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi sledging become a very common. Even Australian can say all those bad words what we use on commonly one can say on the cricket field sometime.
Right, and I'm sure it came from the Indian end as well.
I think if I put it, I'm not trying to take Indian side, but I think Indian side was over the period of time in 30, 40 years, the most sober team. Not recently. I think recently they're in a top gear. They don't really, the young boys come out much more aggressive than during our period. Our period, I don't think so. We had aggression as much as the young boys what I seen of Indian team today.
Sober times gone for good.
It's gone, it's gone. No, you can't really say something about that.
All right, we have to take a short break here. We're talking to Kapil Dev. You're watching TalkBack. Stay tuned.